Hi everyone, this is Natalie Profieta, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning is an instructional model that puts the students at the center of the learning process, allowing them to find a solution to a relevant problem or answer a compelling question. Unlike traditional models of teaching and learning, the teacher is not the sage on the stage providing all the answers, but rather, students are building upon their curiosities by exploring and collaborating with their peers. Inquiry-based learning can be accomplished in 4 phases. Several inquiry-based learning models have been created, and the terminology differs slightly from model to model, but in general, they have a certain set of guiding principles that teachers can use to transition towards this model of learning. The first phase is interaction. This phase is also commonly known as the asking questions or defining problems phase. They are conceptualizing the possibilities for their inquiry-based learning activity. In this phase of inquiry, students dive into engaging and relevant media and build curiosity. Students in this phase are often looking through materials like digital media and research, discussing with peers, or listening to experts in the field. They're asking questions, brainstorming possibilities, and beginning to build their background knowledge. The role of the teacher is important in this phase because students aren't always aware of the types of questions to ask. Teachers should model questioning and think-alouds, such as I see, I think, and I wonder, or what interests me about this? How can I find out more? When integrating technology in this phase, students can engage in technology that supports questioning and defines problems. Maybe this involves viewing a digital photo album or a video on a particular topic, reading online articles or magazines, or exploring curation tools with resources organized by topic. In the second phase, which is called clarification, this is also sometimes called the planning or the exploration phase. In this phase, students narrow down the topic of focus and fine-tune their problem or question. Students in this phase are starting to look for resources to support their inquiry, evaluating the credibility and the reliability of those sources. They're gathering multiple perspectives on the topic and organizing their thinking. Teachers can support students by helping them synthesize and organize their ideas. Technology can be used to keep their ideas organized. Mind mapping tools like MindMeister, Popplet, and Lucidchart can help students see how the pieces fit together. Google Keep can also be used to create task lists and organize a workflow. The third phase of inquiry is questioning, and this differs slightly from one model to another. But in this phase, students should be able to identify their question of focus and truly know what is worth investigating. Students in this phase are more independent and self-reliant as they narrow down their essential questions. They continue to explore resources and revise their thinking as they gather more information. Teachers can be there to support students in their thinking and help them identify irrelevant questions. They can also be there to support students as they fill the gaps in their understanding. To integrate technology in this phase, students can continue to use mind mapping tools to clarify the big picture. They can also use tools like Evernote, Google Docs, or curation tools to save their research, or utilize social media like Twitter and Google Plus communities in order to learn from experts around the world. The final phase of inquiry-based learning is known as the design phase. This phase involves creating a product to communicate their findings and take informed action based on their learning. Students in this phase are answering compelling questions and creating a product to demonstrate their learning. They're reflecting on their inquiry process and planning for future exploration. This is a great opportunity to have students share their learning with the public and showcase their solutions that they have developed. Creating a public service announcement or presentation to raise awareness demonstrates deep understanding in a real and relevant way. Teachers can support students in fine-tuning their message and finding an effective way to design their product. Technology can be used to make an effective product. Students can use programs like iMovie or WeVideo to create a PSA and post them to YouTube or Vimeo and share their reflection in a blog. The real-world relevance of their inquiry-based learning experience makes this phase so rewarding for students. Students should end the inquiry-based learning experience by reflecting on the evolution of their thinking and the skills that they used in order to reach these conclusions. As teachers, you may need to provide some scaffolds for students, as this process can be somewhat challenging for them at times. You may need to provide reception scaffolds, which help the students in identifying important information, organizing that information, and recording it. In some cases, you also may need to provide production scaffolds, which help the students produce something observable that conveys what they have learned. I hope you enjoyed this presentation on inquiry-based learning. Thanks for watching.